after the Browns lost in Detroit Sunday, it was this weird scene in the press room. I'm not just talking about the sports writers. That could be just weird with all of us, the type of personalities. But how the Browns decided to handle this basically is a mess up at the end of the first half, where, as it turned out, DeShone Kizer called a quarterback sneak. He didn't get in. The Browns were out of timeouts, and they failed, to at least kick a field goal. Now, why? They simply didn't say, hey, DeShone called a play on his own. He's a 21-year-old rookie. These things happen. Instead, Hugh Jackson walked in, and we asked some questions about it. He just said, well, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me, blame me. But he didn't really answer the question. He kept saying, it's on me, blame me. Then at one point he said, basically indicated, I know I'm the fall guy here. Of course, what you have is, you may remember this from last week, the pressure they feel on, and all of a sudden, things just start like that. And I'm watching this, and in fact, Jackson said at one point, well, the heat's been on me ever since I got here. Hugh, that's not true. Your first year, in fact, you didn't get that much criticism at all. Secondly, your quarterback is a very stand-up guy. And he should have been able to figure out that he could stood up there and say, yeah, I made the wrong call. In fact, I'm sure Kizer wanted to, but Hugh Jackson, right before Kizer came in the interview room, said, you just say, well, the coach answered that question. Of course, Hugh Jackson didn't answer the question. People would understand the fact. You got a 21-year-old quarterback still trying to figure things out. But again, all the pressure that these people are feeling, especially the coaches, the front office, all that, is just kind of getting to them. But you know what it does? It takes a bad situation and makes it worse. Because here's what Hugh Jackson should have known. When you walk through the locker room after a game, as I did and all the other writers did, and you ask several of the players, well, what happened on that last play in the first half? It doesn't take long for a couple, well, DeShone audibled a quarterback sneak, and we just weren't able to get it executed right. Of course they said it. They're going to explain it, and they weren't particularly faulting anyone. It just was, this is what happened. You ran out of timeouts and so on. I guess what I'm saying is I just wish the Browns would maybe kind of take it easy on some of this stuff. Just come clean. Just say, look, this is what happened. Don't make everything into a big secret. You got enough going on right now. You don't have to turn around and make it even worse.